come up there, but however, I am sitting in a nail salon getting my nails done. So bear with me, my darling. And when I get out of here, I shall jump up there with you if your kindness will allow me. If you don't mind, I'm just going to sit and listen. But absolutely not give a man money until he gives you money. And then maybe you can pay him back. And then maybe not. Wow, I'm really tripping about this new look for stereo. I'm used to blackface. Now all of a sudden we're in the snow belt. What a lovely time, I say. Mighty, mighty lovely.
Hey, good day. How y'all doing? Glad you joined in on the debate.
Damn, y'all speaking the truth out there. You know, and it's not to say that the black woman is blamed for everything, and I do understand when that is said. But yo, it's true. You know, co-signing that bad attitude or that bad culture of, you know, robbing and gang life being co-signed by women who are willing to sleep with these dudes and have their babies, right? That's an issue. Let's raise our daughters to be smarter and not co-sign on that. If you don't co-sign on that, you'll see that stuff end real quick. If all the women co-sign on not even dating some dude who wears his pants down below his ass, nobody would be doing it.
Funny how you look at the woman over this, because you cannot want to mention the fact that how come the men who are literally spewing the rhetoric publicly, telling the world bitches ain't shit, the hoes and tricks, okay, show that ass, shake that ass for a real nigga, or I'm say the word. Funny how you didn't pay attention to not one of those demonic individuals who are constantly telling the world how much they don't value their women, they degrade their women, they speak down on their women. We are problematic, we are masculine, we are this, we are that. It's funny how you completely ignore that. And you talked about women are co-signing the shit that men are spewing and they are sleeping with them. So those men, those bastards don't have a fully developed frontal lobe and can make the proper decision to, just ejaculate in a woman's vaginal canal when he doesn't want to have a child. He doesn't have the right to have a reversible vasectomy. He doesn't have the right to wear a condom. He doesn't have the right to practice abstinence. Oh, okay, so let's blame the women like we always do. It's always the woman's fault. If she should have chose better, as if there's like a majority better black men she could have chose from. If you don't sit down and look at the stats, like I said, black women, I want to take accountability, stop giving birth to their children. I said what I said.
Very well spoken, Bianca. Gosh, always blaming women. Never once did he look at thine self.
Fact, they never protect our image. They never protect our image. And I'm at a point where I've been.
To all the women on the panel and in the audience, as a man, I want to apologize because it's really disgraceful when men go to point fingers. Now, okay, I'm okay with girls pointing fingers and pointing blame. Maybe I'm a little old school, but I'm not used to men doing that. Men, we're fixers. We're providers. We find a problem and we fix it. We asking the women to do that. And then we blaming them for choices that we made. I'm going to be honest with you. I know a lot of thugs, but I ain't know no nigga mama that told him to go out there and do something so that she can come visit him far away for a long time. She ain't never told him to do nothing like that. We need to cut that out at black men for real. You dig where I'm coming from? We really need to stop pointing the finger at everybody in the world.
Really? I said what I said.
It's crazy because I had this conversation the other day and I got a lot of flack for it because I just felt like if he told you that he didn't want that baby and you chose to still go ahead and be a single parent, like, you cannot blame nobody but yourself because he told you. And like sometimes you do have to make that hard decision to get an abortion because you're not only messing up your life per se, but you're it's an innocent child. Like that child won't grow up with a father. That child won't have the same a 2-parent household. You're going to struggle with that child. Like, you never know how it's going to affect that child. So I would say you might have to go get that abortion.
Let me reiterate that. What I meant was I don't see black men talking about it. I see us talking about it, yes. I even see our white counterparts talking about it. But I don't see black men talking about it. And that's what I failed to say from my previous recording.
Yeah, I was agreeing.
Hey, what's going on, ladies? So, I hear all of these, you know.
Oops. Go ahead. I couldn't stop it. Go ahead.
I was telling Blue Matter, I agree with her. I was being sarcastic when I said, oh, they talk about us, except they just always tell the world how much they hate us on a majority level. And the minorities, which I actually love that they are doing what they're supposed to do, they don't go against the majority. In fact, they stay on flow code. You know, something that I feel black women need to work on. Yeah, I stay on code. I'm not protecting your image. Respectfully, fuck your image. I said what I said.
Damn.
Ooh.
Hey, what's going on, ladies? So, I hear all of these, you know, what the black man says about the black woman and you know, all of the things that are being stated, you know. And I said this earlier, and I'm going to say this again. You know, the same way y'all have a lot of gripes with us, you know, it's vice versa. I mean, on a whole, all of us is effed up. Black woman effed up, black man effed up. Now, can we agree on that? All of us. But what I have yet to hear this whole time I've been listening is any solutions. I just keep hearing y'all painting the picture why the black woman doesn't get treated properly or how she gets overlooked. You know what I'm saying? And yet, have I heard any solutions? Because we all can agree there's clearly a problem with the relationships that we have amongst each other.
And I beg to differ. I've been hearing solutions all day long. Y'all been telling us what you want all day long. I've been on here for a long time. Y'all know that I've been commenting. Y'all been telling them what you want and what y'all expect from us all day long. The thing is to put it in action. You know. That's the thing, is just put it in action. Y'all got all the solutions though.
You know, physically, but you get what I'm saying. Go to other men and find solutions. That's the problem. The reason why y'all are so cuddled and talk the shit that y'all do about black women in today's time and era, because y'all been doing it, it's because we cuddled y'all. We always trying to pick up y'all slack. Y'all don't protect the community on a majority level. Y'all don't provide for the community on a majority level. Y'all not leading y'all community. If y'all were, the crime rate would not be at the... Matter of fact, little girls being sexually violated before they reach the age of 18 would not be at 62%. So stop asking black women for solutions. Us women, we can create solutions for what's within our community. We're women. Y'all men need to get with other men. That's what masculine men do. They come together. They seek other men. They come together as a whole, have discussions, agree to disagree, and create a solution. Stop asking women for solutions. Because the reason why these young black boys, the ones y'all blame us for being the pookies, it's because we were trying to find a solution by staying behind and take care of your child. That's what happened. So no, don't come to us for solutions. Create your own solutions. That's what men do. Men lead, not seek for women constantly for leadership. I said what I said.
Just said that.
And pull yourself up by your bootstraps and walk through that mud and save yourself. You can't depend on nobody else nowadays. Show us some kind people to come around and help you if they see you helping yourself. But save yourself and stop looking to others to save you. Oh, I can't stand it. And we have
together. You sir?
Yeah.
You notice how he didn't say, you know what? Y'all talking, okay, we both have problems. How about this? Black women y'all come together.
What's up, Sam?
Black men,
did you really change your name?
Solutions. Then we
or
have
is this a clone?
Right? He immediately said,
I'll be in these debates all day long like this, man.
Duh. In order to take care of the problem, or any problem, you need to acknowledge it first. So therefore,
if that's you, Sam,
in acknowledging the problem.
when was the last time I was in your stream?
Again for solutions, how did we have not?
Because I got to mark you. If that's you, I got to mark you down.
You blamed us. and claim we are the problem in the community.
You know how I
on
do
a majority level, not all y'all, but most.
Cause you my partner, dude.
Stop asking women for solutions. It sounds feminine. It makes you sound like a beta man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But that's a beta male mindset. Seek your own solutions with other men, not women. Okay? Respectfully.
I don't know if it's you, Sam, because I never heard you say temp before in my life.
Oh my goodness.
And Sam wouldn't say no shit like temp. Sam would say something like
some more comments.
It's me. Yep, it's me.
That was one other thing I wanted to say. We have been discussing all kinds of solutions. We have. Some have been difficult. Some have been controversial. Some have been simple.
And don't worry about it, Sam. You want to really see
the finger
in the playroom.
On this, what do you call it?
They gonna be mad at you. You do what you want to do, and you don't care if you get caught.
I do believe.
We all can't say the same now, can we?
Because sometimes you have to identify the problem.
All of us ain't burying shit behind us during the stream, right?
Get your act together. You and you. Stop spraying the community.
The other day, when we had the panel, Joyce and I don't know if you were there. We had a whole panel. There were two other gentlemen. Ooh, Larry. Hey, Larry. Larry was there. We were discussing solutions for the community. For basically, I think the title of the panel was the change.
Yeah, that is you.
Or something like that. And we were basically discussing how we should focus on.
Because I see it now. I see it.
Young black boys.
I went sub to you.
Girls, creating programs for young black boys.
Yeah, that's you. I see you on there now.
A young black girl.
You was on the stream yard with a woman
the other day. Ooh, just Asia's back. Just Asia was
I see you. Yeah, that's my homeboy. That's my partner, dude.
Messages on what's going on within her community, right? We do have
that's my partner, dude. Let me get back and get you that check.
But the problem is,
on your name.
Whenever we bring up certain issues in our community, it's always the women.
Yeah, that's my homeboy.
The masculine father that
I'm just listening to the women talk,
protecting and providing
so I can help the boys
and his family. He didn't seek.
We need to get this shit straight in America, man. We crazy.
The problem in our family or amongst our community. He went to other men and had discussions with other men. Oh yeah, I forgot. You also notice the pookies in your community. You also notice the problematic black men in your community. You just don't want to be honest about it. Again, I said what I said.
All right, let's go into some more comments.
I've listened to a lot of different stereo broadcasts and some lives on Instagram about this topic with black men and black women.
I don't care about you being black or white. You know, Sam, me and you, we really don't believe in that. You got olives. To me, since olives cover every spectrum of skin color in the world, you got light olives, you got dark olives. You get where I'm coming from? If you look at anybody's skin complexion that's walking this God green earth that's a man or a woman, they got an olive tone too. Some of them a little more deeper than the others. Some of them a little more darker than the others. So I'm just trying to figure out what women want. I just hate when women separate themselves. Well, black women want this, white women want that. All women want the same thing.
You can't keep talking about it because it ain't always been like this. Back in the day, man, in the 40s, 50s, and all of that.
You know, I'm for women. I like women. I like people getting along. I like a harmony. I would love for every man on the block to go to work. And all the women on the block be here gossiping all day, drinking wine, taking care of the kids. That's what I would think a neighborhood is supposed to be like.
On the gangbangers. Yo, hashtag. Create no gangbangers.
So I'm not going to be a devil's advocate about this because I think that it's wrong if a man knows that he can't prove something.
It ain't just cause my girl. If you seen my kids, my first two kids, if you seen one of my exes that was in my stream at the casino, you've seen I mess with women. I got all colors.
Some secret shit that he didn't know that, that the money got pulled out.
I got a baby's mama from Mexico that barely even know English.
With like hidden or late.
I got a white girl who daddy rich run the town. That's my ex-wife. I got two black girls from the hood.
More understanding, but if he is strictly
that will beat your ass.
And he's asking you for
so money, I just like women. A motherfucker can't tell me what's the white girl. She Mexican and white.
Of a man to do that to a woman.
And when we go places, the Mexican people recognize it off top.
I got something.
White people call her a white girl. They don't even acknowledge she got Mexican in her.
Singing at one point.
But her hair curly.
In the studio, and I was doing some studio work for a dude. You know, it was a trade-off. I was gonna sing his stuff.
It's just how people are, man. Prejudice.
My stuff.
And they only call her a white woman because I'm with her. They have to let me know.
Give me something, I give him something.
You know Chris over there with that white woman. That white woman is my girl. Her name. Give her her name. Don't do that.
Brother, break out the lyrics.
I don't call that old dusty nigga your ass.
Watch me.
I don't call that old dusty nigga your ass with old dust ass nigga over there, old drunk bitch.
I was like, I'm not saying that.
You got a drunk dick over there. You been paying all the bills. I ain't sitting up outside on you.
Go home. This is y'all playing. Watch.
What's up with you, Dubs? How you doing, man? Already.
Get his cash. Okay, right.
But let's see what these women want. I'll be commenting too.
Good evening. It's Lala. I had this discussion with a friend of mine, a male friend.
See, I'm in the chastising the man. I can't tell the woman what to do. I ain't never been no woman. I can't give them no solutions to how to fix the community. I ain't never been a girl. I ain't never even thought about trying to be a girl. I ain't never thought about.
What the man did.
I thought about
it was at the fault of the
how I would use niggas if I was a girl because I know niggas, but I ain't never.
Fault of the woman. If the woman was doing too much, she was masculine. She was doing too much. She was alpha male woman.
If it wasn't for the women in these day and age, it wouldn't be no cheering.
I'm going to deal with my issues. And
if the women didn't respond the way that they did,
but we need to have common ground where
think about it. If our women responded as the way other women do, all our kids would be aborted.
So take responsibility for us.
All our women would move away, have a child, and come back. Either abort the child or have a child, give it away, and come back.
A good point. He mentioned something about these women sleeping with these sorry, dusty, sissy little dudes and popping babies out. And then Bianca, you turn around and you counter what he says.
That was my punch.
I
might have made some money.
See, this is all that happens when these conversations.
I'm trying to build my little rep up.
Never any result.
Where I make $300-$400
where
a day.
are the solutions? We can agree.
Just on the
both
phone.
Sides is effed
Don't
up.
even touch it.
The
Keep my
women is
jaw.
effed up and so is the men. No one's better than the other. I've been listening to y'all trying to paint this picture like the women
public.
are a little bit.
If you want me to send it to you, all you gotta do is say so. Especially Dubs. You want to get into that trade and Dubs? Unless you're already in it, you're in Northern California.
Dysfunction.
Y'all highly.
But now
Dubs might not talk a lot, but
so we can.
I know he got a huge mind.
Because it's being perpetuated. It's going from generation to generation. So all this shifting the blame, it's unfruitful. What's the point?
So facts are blame.
Like he said, shifting the blame. See. These niggas are
the
emotional.
mortality rate in America.
Now they gonna probably call me. I'll be kissing the girl tail. No, I'm telling the truth.
Or black women, right? We're dying at the highest rate. Am I automatically, saying a whole bunch of rhetorics? Am I automatically? I'm assuming the assumption is I'm automatically.
Now I would tell her off top when she says this right here. I would say, look, I don't buy none of that information that they give me.
Somewhere in there, right? But what I'm trying to say is,
I don't go off the stats and stuff like that, because these motherfuckers will make up any damn thing.
And it's not about shifting the blame. It's being honest about what's going on.
I'm looking at the polls during the voting time.
We as black
let me ask y'all something.
Constantly the blame for everything.
Why in the hell?
Again, children are not at the
would you did a whole part of a campaign to somebody that only make up 10% of your of the world of your United States?
It's our fault. A little boy goes
15%.
It's our fault.
How in the hell can something 15%
2 to 3 jobs to try and provide for our children
rule the whole penitentiary? They're all independent.
Child support, because we don't want to get into that. Y'all don't pay that much money for child when it comes to child support, so I don't want to get into that. But it's her fault.
How?
So
that's bullshit.
Go and
them numbers don't even make sense. All you gotta do is use common sense on shit like that. I've been stopped listening to them numbers a long time ago when I was walking around.
Joyce and I did a panel.
At one point in time, white people wasn't even making enough babies. They was declining in babies.
For the youth, for black boys and black girls. Go listen and then
Every girl I know got 5, 6 kids. Come on now, that bullshit. We around here producing like Mexicans.
Like I said, create solutions and learn to lead, protect, provide.
My daughter got 4 little sisters and she the only one with 1. All them got 3 and 4. How the hell we minority?
Okay,
Come on,
I agree with you, Bianca. I think that our men should protect our image. That's all we have left. We're having to fight to protect our own image. And
I don't think it's the man's job to protect no woman image, though. Woman, that's you.
Protect even my household if he's willing to say.
That's whose image is that? Yours. So you know how to carry yourself. Now I can't protect your image. You have to carry yourself the way you're supposed to.
And raised by a black woman and okay with disrespect.
I can't be taking.
Then that means I don't need to.
I can't be in there taking
either. So. Yeah, we definitely need to have that protection.
Going up doing stuff. Now, if you a woman and you taking care of your business and you're a good woman, somebody call you a hoe, all right, yeah, I'll protect you. But if you acting like a hoe and somebody call you a hoe, I'm not finna say nothing.
Girl, I totally agree with you.
Got me looking like a damn fool. Hell no.
You say you do.
That's like you get mad at somebody calling me skinny. Well, motherfucker, I ain't fat.
Says I give up all my parental rights. You step to the left, exit stage right, and keep it pushing. Tell the baby your father was in the Gulf War and he died. Okay? He was a great soldier, a hero to the country. What was his name? Oh, I got a headache, baby. Let me lay down for a minute. Mama be right back.
The same way, like me having money and me like being myself and I done upgraded from life. I have no interest in having kids from a black man, simply because of the values that some black households raised them to have or did not raise them to have. And I did outside my race and I found that I'm treated way better. I don't have to live up to all of those bullshit ass expectations of everything being blamed on me. So I mean, I feel the same way. Like, stop giving birth to the motherfuckers since they hate us so much.
It's you know, you have to be in shape you have to be in shape. You have natural. You have to literally make close to 6 figures, at least 6 figures. Oh, make sure you don't make too much money than him, because then to him that is quote unquote emasculating him. So make sure you make under 6 figures. Make sure your body stay tight.
I don't
make sure that you won't.
Hey,
you're not old.
When I like you, that's all you got to do. You gotta be a freak and a sheep and be a virgin at the same time. Oh, and make sure your hair is natural. You know what I'm saying? Oh, make sure you are feminine and submissive.
Don't wear the uniform of the prostitute.
Don't wear the uniform of the prostitute. Make sure you don't wear any wigs, and make sure that you do whatever he tells you, even if it means pay his car note and his other bills for the month. See, that's what they be telling y'all on a majority level. I'm not saying all, because my daddy was definitely not a dust ball, but on a majority level, that's what they love to tell black women. Meanwhile, I've never heard literally these expectations from other group of men, but I digress.
Yeah, and another one that's always said is, make me feel important. Make me feel useful. You know, let me cut your lawn or let me do little odd jobs around your house. Let me feel useful. Like I'm a man.
You're not supposed to do that.
Paddle my balls. Paddle my ego.
Take some of that shit and get dope with it.
Unto me, man. This is why I don't deal with y'all black women. This is why I don't deal with y'all black women. Like,
already.
Y'all black women always won.
Maha salute.
It's hard for a brother, man. You don't know, every time I leave this crib, there's a black man out there there's a white man out there trying to kill us. You know what I mean? You're driving to Amazon, Dusty. What white man is trying to kill you heading to Amazon? Like, what, like,
damn.
What? You literally work at Amazon. Which white man in there is literally giving you a fuss?
This is good. I got this from work. Lady at work made it. Old lady. She make toffee. I got a whole bunch of toffee.
Y'all don't love us. They don't support us.
That's why I don't like y'all black women.
See?
Y'all so selfish.
Look how they fronting on us,
y'all
man.
so selfish. Oh, why y'all so angry all the time?
Damn.
Why you can't cook and clean for me?
Damn, they fronting on us bad.
I bring home half of the paycheck. I lay my lazy butt. I go 24/7. But once I have my foot at the door, but you don't take care of me. Shut the fuck up.
Into the messages we go.
And I beg to differ. I've been hearing solutions all day long. Y'all been telling us what you want all day long.
Y'all
I've been on here for a long time. Y'all know that I've been commenting. Y'all been telling us what you want and what y'all expect from us all day long. The thing is to put it in action. You know, that's the thing, is just put it in action. Y'all got all the solutions though.
All right, can I answer the question?
Okay, I'm just gonna say.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, so when y'all gonna put it in? Because I know this is not the first time. This is not the second. Y'all heard this probably from y'all young till now. So when y'all gonna put it in action and get on with it? That's what I want to know.
The first part of action that we need to do is we all need to come to a resolve and have one head of a movement. And I don't mean for it to be spiritual or biblical, but it's got to be one reason why we need to do these things. And to me, it's just because it's the right thing to do and it makes sense. That's the first plan of action. The second plan of action is give these boys something to see other than what's on TV. Some kind of way we gonna have to extinguish whatever the media role is playing in it. That's number 2. Number 3, we have to start being more empathetic because we all got mamas. And it break my heart to hear y'all talking like this and my mama's still alive. Cause that's all I got.
Like, even if it's not on here, but just conversation with women who actually live in Africa, because I have African friends, a lot of them. And often, especially in Kenya, women often hear men who are from Kenya who move to the U.S. will say, I went back to my country because women in this country have too much rights. So I understand the post-traumatic slave syndrome perspective, but my great-grandmother wasn't a slave, so I don't want to soak into that victimization mindset. Like, I get it, right? But to me, it's playing a victimization mindset to blame slavery, something that was so despicable and just hurtful of our ancestors. And now we want to take their experience and use their experience, or in a sense weaponize it as a wild. Don't get me wrong. The system is not perfect. We know that systemic racism exists. We know that we can easily look at redlining, right? Like, we know that. But overall, I feel like that's what black men have used for centuries. It's the system. The system, as if we weren't on the plantation, as if we're not a double minority, as if we don't carry their phenotype, and as if we're not women.
If you ask me, Bianca, the GOAT, I believe the problem is we haven't been using the system. We've been letting the system use us. That's where I think we messed up at, when we wanted to join this system instead of making this system join us. Especially hearing y'all, like I say, my heart is breaking because I got daughters, a mama, a sister, 2 sisters, and a host of cousins and friends that I love. And to hear it go down like this, it just, maybe I'm thinking from a different space than most men. You dig? Or most men that'll comment, should I say. Because y'all don't need no help.
This is not my platform. If this were my platform, then I can throw solutions out there. But this is your platform. And I have yet to hear anything on you all's end. That's all I'm saying.
Because you're not listening. That's why.
Can you send us a message and tell us what the solutions we've been coming up with? Because I think he's missing the solutions.
God,
the first solution, the one solutions I heard from them is they need for us to be driven, drive. We already cute. Nobody even said handsome or I need fine. So that means most of us men that they talking about already cute. We already got it. But we ain't got no drive. Then we need a plan. And I'm talking about everybody's separate plan. I'm not talking about all of us need to be doing this. No. You need a plan. What you gonna do when you get out of high school? Everybody ain't meant to go to college. Some people can go get them a trade. But it needs to be a plan. And the plan don't need to stop, from what I understand. You need to keep building on top of your plan. Once you finish your plan, you add on to that plan with another plan. So you can move on up like George and Wheezy. Now that's one thing I heard.
Best way we can. I don't have a dictionary, but I'll break it down the best I can. Stop bothering. Don't come for me.
Now the next thing I heard is that we need to be more appreciative. And we need to know our role. These women don't want to lead. They have never, not one of these women, not once have said, I want to run the house. What they have said is, I want the house to run and I don't want to worry about it. So guess whose job that is, man? All right. Okay. Well, I'm just, hold on, and I'm going to give you another solution. The more they talk, I'm going to keep throwing these solutions out here. Every time they give a solution, I'm going to tell you one. All right?
That is so true. I know.
Absolutely right, Marcy.
That is so true. You're gonna tell me I have to be skinny Willie. I have to have the most expensive house, the most expensive car. I need a every day,
freak.
Every
you gotta
week.
be a freak in the sheet and be
I gotta be a freak in the sheet and all of that. And then when your mama over there looking like she eating 10 pies at once, Goody, say that to your mama.
Oh, they're gonna tell you I don't date my mother. That's what they're gonna
she
tell
said
you.
your mama.
Well, you came from her, so.
But your mama is a black woman, just as well as me. So how you gonna knock me? I barely like your ass.
Damn.
You understand? So, but you telling me to I need to change like who give me a celebrity. I don't know her name.
Y'all, out of respect for Marcy, out of respect for this sister, let's play her message one more time.
Biggest solution would be for men to treat us better, men to hold accountability for their actions and their viewpoints, and know that they are wrong. Like it's not okay to treat certain women that way. You want to value women that look like a Brazilian model and that's it, or you want to value them throwaways, but your mama over there looking like the big black gorilla you avoiding. Like, I'm just confused. If they decided to put us at a certain level and a certain value, then the whole rest of the world will follow. Everybody follow trends, so it's just like, if you don't value your own women, nobody else.
God damn.
Not the one you trying to avoid.
You got your solution, whoever that gentleman was before. That was another solution or another suggestion. So this show isn't just about condemning the black man. We have introduced another solution. Thank you, Marcy. That was very well spoken, and you provided rich information for everyone on this show and in the on the panel and off the panel today. All right, so let's
see. That's the thing, though, is that some guys, not all guys, I'm not saying any guy on this platform would be like this. I'm just saying guys in general. I think guys need to stop speaking so much whenever there is a problem in a relationship. I'm not saying it's going to be easy to hear certain things that you're not going to hear, but it's going to happen anywhere.
Yep.
I think if a guy is really trying to be genuine and really trying to, like, work something out with a girl, or trying to, like, have a girl to understand about the situation, one, don't hustle her into having her knowing everything on what you either did right or what you did wrong or what you did or didn't do. I think it comes down to having her to understand you, but you gotta make sure you understand her, so that way she can be better off understanding you in the process.
He said a lot of shit.
Gonzo, thank you so much for your efforts.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Well said.
Ooh, Jesus, 62%. But you know what? You gotta always consider the source that's reporting that. Cause I don't trust them Howleys past spitting them. They gonna tell you anything to keep you locked in a box. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Already.
I don't trust it. Nor do I buy it. Yeah, nah.
I'm gonna just stay quiet on that because I think it's disingenuous, and I think it's definitely wrong to say those stats are wrong when we know there are stats that are not recorded. So which means that the 60 to 62% is actually higher, and you can actually look this up on your own, get an idea, because I hate when people deny or go with stats, but they don't look into them or do any research. And it's like, to me, it's wrong that you are dismissing Black girls' experience.
Somebody done with started over chat. They hot at me.
Wrong. Like, I'm confused.
They'll probably call me up to the panel. Come on,
out of
man.
4 or 1 out of 6 Black girls, if I'm not wrong, or 1 out of 3 are sexually violated before they reach the age of 18. If I'm not wrong, they are either R-worded or M-worded.
Less than that.
And so I think it's very disingenuous to say, oh, no, they're doing it to keep us locked in the cage. Keep us from what? Black men don't even advertise the protection of Black
What's
women.
up,
so
NBC?
Exactly
Shit, I'm in another chat.
The white man trying to do
enjoying some information.
Respectfully, I'm not trying to come at you, but please do your research on the stats.
These ladies upset with Black men.
I'm sorry, that sounds. Let me be quiet.
I want to know why, so they letting us
have it.
It's
funny when you say that men, find other men to, to come with ideas or to have that masculinity shit, right? To be honest with you, I actually go over to women. I kind of ask women for advice because I think that if a guy is going to get any type of benefits of any type of advice or any type of information, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's
got me a hell of a Christmas present, man.
But
and I don't even smoke this.
The best advice,
but this come out of Cali.
Is from the opposite.
Oh my God!
Sex. Heck,
one love.
But sometimes it's even good enough to even get.
Probably finna gotta buy me a computer desk because this sewing machine going away. My niece finally coming to get it. I held this for years for her. I gotta empty it out. It ain't got but one drawer.
The more advice.
But it got a big pedal down here and everything, so this going away. Then I give me that thin one that I wanted, the gaming one.
Aggressive, but to me that was triggering.
If I had the gaming one,
it's
oh
really
my goodness, yeah, it's gonna go down.
And
I just gotta find somewhere to put this big
male identified to me to tell
60-inch TV I'm looking at.
Everyone in the participants that somehow
I might have to sell one of these jokes. Got 3 or 4 of them.
And just folks who looks like them. I think it's definitely foul to say that. No disrespect, but I think you should look into the stats and then you come and talk to us. But the whole I don't like that.
I don't believe the stats neither.
It's dishonest
and ain't nothing for us to talk about. Sorry. Now that I know she don't like the stats, I ain't gonna say nothing. Ain't no use in getting into it. We trying to find a solution. I'm solution based. Agree to agree.
I know y'all about to come for me. Don't come for me, y'all, because I'm 100 with you. But I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and beat down my men. I'm just not. Yeah, we can talk about this in private and I'm going to whoop you down. But I ain't going to do this out here like this. Because this is what they like. It's called reality TV. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish you would say that to Jamie Foxx, Martin, and also Medea, who are well known
to blaming everybody else. We can't do that.
And show the world that we are masculine, problematic, unsubmissive, loud, ghetto, uneducated. Yeah, so now I'm gonna speak the facts publicly, loud and clear, and I hope more of them hear it and understand. I'm one of those black women who do not walk around seeking black men's validation, seeking to kiss the floor that they walk on. Matter of fact, I don't even call them kings. Kings of what? Kings of no kingdom? Yeah, and you're not God either. God actually creates. They build, they protect, and they God do what it's supposed to do. She's supposed to do whatever you believe in. But you ain't a king to me. You ain't a God to me. When you start building and providing and protecting for your community on a majority level, meaning I can go to literally maybe 10 black neighborhoods and I see that you are building a black power structure, then we can talk. Until then, Divine Idea, I get it. You may be dating a black man, but keep that, to yourself. But I'm going to continue to, discuss issues in the community and use the stats, and I could care less about how they feel.
Damn.
Bianca, you really are carrying the torch for the youth, for the younger generation, because those are some hard things to say, and I feel like they needed to be.
Damn, Bianca, you cut a nigga deep. But I tell you what, there are neighborhoods like that where they just put them on the back burner. We know what get glorified and why. That's what we all have to turn away from. As much as it's gonna hurt, we're gonna turn the radio off. We're gonna turn TV off. And we're gonna talk to each other. Probably on forums like this. Cause you told the truth. And I've been saying it. It's just that, don't worry, I catch a lot of flack too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna call you no king and we got jobs. I'm not no king, my dude. I'm a peasant. I'm a happy. It don't mean I can't be happy. But if you got a job, you ain't I feel you.
The little black girls, black women. I'm not here to speak none of that life into black men. I'm not doing. Maybe the other sisters on the panel are, but I'm not here to do none of that. For a very long time, black women been nice. They have not told the world the truth about who you are. But I'm here to speak on the truth of who you are, and I'm not here to sugarcoat it. Y'all been bringing the smoke for black women. I'm gonna bring the smoke to your door. It is what it is.
Damn.
Yeah, if I could say something really fast,
sure.
I just wanted to say that it's a very archaic mindset to have that, oh, let me not hold black men accountable in front of other people. No, that's what our great-great-grandmothers did, and what do they have to show for it? And look how black men act and treat us as a response to how women before us fell down.
Damn.
We're not going to do that. We owe it to black girls to stand up and be women and hold black men accountable. Black men don't want to hold themselves accountable. So we can't be like them and just lay down and just
made me start folding clothes.
To be hypersexual and put us through unnecessary changes. And that brings me to my next point, which is the hypersexuality of black boys and black men. It's a serious problem. And like Bianca said, the rape statistics are actually higher because rape is the most unreported crime. It's the most unreported. If you line up 20 black women or 20 black girls, you would probably fall out in grief when you ask them how many of you have been sexually violated, because we could probably count on one hand of those 20 black women how many haven't. And that's something we really have to start talking about. I know it's hard, I know it's difficult, but we really have to put the truth out there. And, how do you think it makes me feel as a black woman that I have to be either fearful or extremely cognizant when I'm around black men?
Yep.
Because until proven otherwise, I'm going to say this, y'all. I don't care who's hurt by this. Until proven otherwise, black men are predators. Until proven otherwise. Okay? I have to treat them like they are a rapist or a child molester until they prove to me that they aren't, because the stats are just too high, and I'm just not going to just openly trust a black man around a child or around a black woman. I can't. The stats are just too high. They're too hypersexual. The fact that they don't want to call out other bad black men makes me think you're bad too. You just don't want to you just haven't been caught yet.
Yep.
There's a serious morality problem there. And I just think we as women, we have to be hyper vigilant because our men aren't.
Yep. I agree. We're always trying to protect them. And that's what I understand. It's always, let's talk about what they do in private. No. Did Medea behave in private? Did Medea pull up and said, how you doing? I'm your great-grandmother being feminine, loving? No. She showed the world you are just violent. You are just loud. You are just obnoxious. You are just intelligent. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying there aren't black women like that. But he literally generalized all black women. And I did not hear black men get on the internet and say, yo, we need to sign a petition to get rid of Medea because she is representing black women in such a negative manner. No, we didn't. So no, ain't no talking private.
I didn't even know women felt like that.
Instead, they're making money off of our likeness with the black female buffoonery. I mean, the Tyler Perry and what do you call Martin? All of them have made money and mockery off of, Big Mama. Yeah, black women being matriarchs and pulling the weight when nobody else would and when they didn't have anybody else. And I don't like that. But I will have to say, Sister Joyce, I respectfully disagree all with the portion about black men all black men being predators or potential predators. I just would like to just say I just respectfully disagree with that piece. You spoke a lot of truths, but I don't agree.
Yeah. So just to clarify that statement, I would rather err in favor of women and children over just blindly trusting a strange man that I don't know just because he's black. The stats are just too high, y'all. I don't trust men around children. They have to be properly vetted. I don't trust men around women. They have to be properly vetted.
Dang.
Yep.
I'm going to go into the messages, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead. Finish.
Yeah, I'm saying
no, I want you to finish.
Do better until black men do better on a collective level, until I see black men actually holding other black men accountable, I will believe that the majority of them, they are predators. Yep. They're predatory. They're extremely predatory. They don't want to be held accountable. They think it's okay to touch kids and rape women. I don't see anyone coming out in defense of that.
Yep.
It's just deflection and straw man arguments. So they must all think, the majority of them must think that it's okay because they're not speaking out against it. So if that's what I'm dealing with, I would rather take the necessary precautions as a woman and not put myself in situations where I'm around a lot of them.
Damn.
Agreed.
Hey, DJ, all good. So I did a show not too long ago, right? And I said, listen, I'm all about solutions, answers. I'm all about being productive, right? We can identify with the problem, but then we have to implement solutions so we can actually move forward, right? I said you look into the rearview mirror to reflect. You don't look into the rearview mirror to focus. You focus on what's in front of you so you can move forward. I've come to realize that at the end of the day, some of us are so consumed by negativity, we don't know how to come out of that. Some of us have been consumed with negativity, we don't want to come out of that. Because guess what? At the end of the day, we've been doing it for so long. It's like the children of Israel who came out of Egypt physically, but mentally they still was in Egypt. Mentally, people just like to continue to blame and bash. Like that's a solution because they don't know how to build. They're not solution oriented. That's just the reality.
Good evening. Shout out to the whole panel. I just heard somebody say about going in the studio and somebody trying to get you to sing to Shake That Ass for his cash. That reminded me of the scenario where this dude sent me, when I used to rap, he sent me a song, and the song was about being a side chick. So I don't know if he thought I was going to rap like I was a side chick. Man, I tore his ass up on that song. That shit was mad good, too. But yeah, that just gave me a flashback of that. Shout out to the whole panel. Hope everyone is doing well.
Shout out to Jastasia. Love her.
So I want to say this also. We can blame all day long, but blame don't build. Blame doesn't build. You're not building through blaming. You know what I'm saying? In the military, they say improvise, overcome, adapt. Let's keep it moving. Okay, we know what the problem is, but the people who blame...
I'm sorry, sir. Can we just skip these solution crap? If they want solution,
okay, that's fine.
The show that we have.
Whatever you want to do, play the next one then. Play the next one. Which one?
I had left a message about leadership. I think it got skipped. If you guys still have it, you can play it later maybe.
The first part of action that we need to do is we all need to come to a resolve and have one head of a movie. And I don't mean for it to be spiritual or biblical, but it's got to be one reason why we need to do these things. And to me, it's just because it's the right thing to do and it makes sense. That's the first plan of action. The second plan of action is give these boys something to see other than what's on TV. Some kind of way we gonna have to extinguish whatever the media role is playing in it. That's number two. Number three, we have to start being more empathetic because we all got mamas. And it breaks my heart to hear y'all talking like this and my mama's still alive. Cause that's all I.
No, baby, it ain't about blaming slavery. But what it is that's why we so messed up. You know, it's a hell of a thing to have your man that's been there for you, with you the whole time, and then you look up and in the middle of the night he being sold, and then your family split up, then your babies are sold, and then she talks about how in the DNA of the Negro, it's just it's bred in us. It's bred in us, and it's gonna take some treatment to get it out. That's what I mean. Not playing the victim, but recognizing why this is what it is. This is why it's what it is.
So I want to know.
Yep, Bianca. Yep, Bianca, I'm with you.
Sorry. I was gonna say.
Sorry about that. Go
Divine
ahead.
idea. No, it's okay. I want to say, divine idea. The question that I have for you is, so when the black woman woke up in the middle of the night and she's being captured to sold to the Arabs, because that's how when slavery started. That's the first step they took.
Yeah.
They slaughtered the woman first, and there's literally documentation, research done on it. So when the black woman is basically being, shackled or dragged out of her bed by another black man to be sold to the Arabs. I wonder what black men were thinking during that time. Because, I wonder how they looked at us. Because normally, when, if you run a farm and you need to make some coins, 9 out of 10, you're gonna 9 out of 10 sell the strong animals, right? And I'm not comparing humans to animals.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you didn't sell the other quote unquote stroke kings with no kingdom, who looks like you, but you sold the woman, you sold us first, and then you want us to look at quote unquote massa, quote unquote the system, and blame the whole entire system as if you weren't treasonous first. You weren't a damn. I'm gonna keep that word because we're on stereo. But you were treasonous. You sold us. Then after you sold us, we got to the goddamn land. We still were loyal to you. We still try to have your back, and you still went out because they're looking at us as examples. They're looking at us for solutions. So yes, black women, let's come together and possibly find a solution for these young black girls and for the good black men that are out here doing what you're supposed to do, trying your best, trying to create programs in your community. Yes, I would love to talk to you so I can take some notes. You get what I'm saying? Make some changes in our community. But for the rest of y'all, all that extra rhetoric shit, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I said what I said.
I will say the same. I did date an individual who stayed in England, but he was originally from I want to say Ghana, and he was just always, like affectionate, things of that nature. But it got to a point where he was just like, you just talk too much. Like you always have an opinion. I'm supposed to be the man, and I'm like, baby, you not finna lead me down no dark path to the fucking hell.
If you ask me, Bianca, the GOAT, I believe the problem is we haven't been using the system. We've been letting the system use us. That's where I think we messed up at. When we wanted to join this system instead of making this system join us. Especially hearing y'all, like I say, my heart is breaking because I got daughters, a mama, a sister,
Mm-hmm.
2 sisters, and a host of cousins and friends that I love. And to hear it go down like this, it just maybe I'm thinking from a different space than most men. You did, or most men that'll comment, should I say? Cause y'all don't need no help.
I agree.
The first solution.
I was agreeing.
The first solution. The one of the solutions I heard from them is they need for us to be driven, drive. We already cute. Nobody even said handsome or I need fine. So that means most of us men, if they talk about already cute, we already got it. But we ain't got no drive. Then we need a plan. And I'm talking about everybody's separate plan. I'm not talking about all of us need to be doing this. No, you need a plan. What you gonna do when you get out of high school? Everybody ain't meant to go to college. Some people can go get a trade. But it needs to be a plan. And the plan don't need to stop, from what I understand. You need to keep building on top of your plan. Once you finish your plan, you add on to that plan with another plan. So you can move on up like George and Weezy. Now that's one thing I heard. Now the next thing I heard is that we need to be more appreciative. And we need to know our role. These women don't want to leave. They have never, not one of these women, not once have said, I want to run the house. What they have said is, I want the house to run and I don't want to worry about it. So get some job that is, lame. All right. Okay. Well, I'm just, hold on, and I'm going to give you another solution. The more they talk, I'm going to keep throwing these solutions out here. Every time they give a solution, I'm going to tell you one. All right?
Ladies.
They did this study. It was a social science study, if I'm not mistaken, where they, and I don't even know if it was social science, but I know it was done with a group of rats. And so they had, the parent rats, and then they had the kid rats. And they did something crazy to the parents, like traumatized them. Did all kinds of heinous things to these rats. Then they had babies. And then I think they bred the babies or something to that effect. But either way it goes, what they found is that the trauma transferred to the babies. Now go back to slavery and the trauma to our community with slavery. And then think about the babies and the babies' babies and the babies' babies and the babies' babies. No help has been given. So you're going to see, I'm surprised that you even...
Okay.
And one of the reasons...
I was going to say, play her next message inside.
Yeah, can I say something for 1 minute?
Yeah.
Because she talk about, I hear everybody say slavery is the root of so-and-so. But slavery don't make you lazy. Slavery don't make you be a bum.
I wonder, Tyra, how you came up with that conclusion. Okay.
Girl, I'm drinking eating my food. No, because I'm going to tell you why.
All
right. Okay. This man or this woman is in the house. They're not working. They're not doing nothing. They don't know the next meal. And they say, oh, because my forefathers didn't, was getting abused and they had to work on the farm and they had to do this and that. Okay, I understand that. But that don't mean you need to get up on your lazy ass and go do something, because our forefathers and mothers was out there by 4 o'clock working.
16 hours a day, sometimes more.
And they didn't have sometimes some of them not even have a pot to piss in the window to throw it out of. but they were still going.
Facts.
And I feel like this generation is just excuses after excuses after excuses.
And Tyler, also, what I want to
Man.
know is, you know what's funny is that let's use the rat example, right? The rat study, which I'm not denying it. I love science, so if I'm not wrong, I think I've heard of that study,
Damn.
and that's why scientists. That's one of the studies that they use to figure out that scientifically speaking, we can genetically pass down trauma. I'm not denying that, but you know what's funny? Even though black women are wallowing and damn near being suffocated with the post traumatic syndrome or just the trauma that is swimming in our DNA, even though we carry that with us every day, we still get up and get a job. Isn't that funny? Like we still get up and go to
That boy
school and
fresh
get
to death.
degrees, and
Like
we
a
also
million
don't kill
bucks,
other
huh?
black women every 6 hours. Isn't that odd? That even though we have these traumas in our DNA, we still go out there and own businesses and not
That's
constantly
another
blame
one.
the system. Oh, don't forget, some of us cannot go into certain work settings with our natural hair, so we have to wear a wig, right? We have to blend in with the quote unquote white man, but we still carry that trauma, still wear that wig, still get a job, still excel. I wonder why, but I'll go on mute.
All right, play the message. Whoever is not black, I'm gonna go in the background.
And one of the reasons why I'm saying that is because I've always been told that black on black crime is way higher than white on white crime. And I found out from the FBI statistics sheet that you could go find out yourself. That's a lie. A complete lie. But I would paint that lie if I wanted to control you. I would paint that so I could keep my foot on your neck. That's what I'm talking about, sis. I'm not saying that it's necessarily true or not true. What I'm saying is I don't trust it. Unless we do it and we do the statistics, I'm not trusting that. Sorry. I don't trust them like that.
You know what's funny though is that I'm glad you said that because I don't think you even needed to look at the stats to figure out that was a lie because I mean there's more white people than black people, so I think anyone would know that there's more white on white crime, just like there's more baby mamas in the white community than the black community because there's more white folks. Can we agree on that? Like I don't think you need, but what I will say is the FBI stats when it comes to black femicide. Oh yeah, it's definitely accurate. And also, just like when I heard, right, that when it comes to the domestic violence rate in America, when in comparison to every other groups of women, we represent 53%. And you know what I said when I heard that? Nah, that's a lie. Like, yes, I'm pro black woman, but I'm fair. So I'm like, nah, that gotta be a lie. And then I looked into it and said, oh, because the assumption I had was, oh, there's more white women, so this definitely got to be wrong. And then when I look and I realize, oh yeah, we get our ass beat by our men more than any other groups of women. But I get what you're saying, Divine Idea, but I don't get what you're saying.
But it's another thing. When white people, y'all don't come for me, y'all better leave me the hell alone. All right, when white people kill, they're not killing themselves. They're killing their whole family. They taking the dog,
I'm not laughing at that.
the cat, they taking their children, they taking the wife, and probably her family too. You understand? So I'ma mind my business. Let me drink my soda.
Because at one point, I didn't think black boys killed their mothers, right? And I was sadly awakened this year when I read the cases of multiple black boys killing their mother or charges being pressed because of putting hands on their mother. So I also thought that was a lie. And then I looked into it and I said, oh, I'm not saying there's more black boys. So I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is for a very long time, it's something that's not discussed in our community. It's, we also believe that only white people are serial killers. And one of the biggest serial killers is actually a black man. I didn't believe that for a very long time, and until I did the proper research, and I'm like, oh wow, so I've been lied to. Okay, cool. But that's all we're saying. Divine Idea. I think we need to look more into studies. We need to do more research and realize we've been lied to as black women. We really have, and it breaks my heart. But we really have been lied to by our men.
Oh, child.
I mean, y'all, I don't mean to sound rude or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, men will love the fuck out of that big black shit, but then, oh, you too dark, or you not skinny enough, you show that lady love just because she pushed your ass out and she raised you, just like you want me to do. Show me your children love, push their ass out and raise them. But you mean to tell me that I'm too this and I'm too that, but then you get mad when, oh, my child not black enough, my child don't have common sense, my child don't have street smarts. I mean, well, you did find a person that got those same qualities to raise them.
But can I say something before you play the And the funny thing is, if somebody say that to their mother, they would want to fight that man. But they could say anything to you that you brought their children in the world, and they could disrespect you. But if somebody say the same thing that they say to you, they won't want to kill that man. They're saying, go ahead, play the message.
Damn, Bianca. You cut a nigga deep. But I tell you what. There are neighborhoods like that where they just put them on the back burner. We know what get glorified and why. That's what we all have to turn away from. As much as it's gonna hurt, we're gonna turn the radio off. We're gonna turn TV off. No, we're gonna talk to each other. Probably on forums like this. Cause you told the truth. And I've been saying it. It's just that, don't worry, I catch a lot of flack too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna call you no king and we got jobs. I'm not no king, my dude. I'm a peasant. I'm a happy. It don't mean I can't be happy. But if you got a job, you ain't gonna. I feel you.
I would never take the blame for something I didn't do. Never, 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 never. But I appreciate where you coming from, sis. I just, I've been there, done that. And again, I don't trust the white folks like folks do. Sorry.
So true. And like, as a black woman, like, it used to be like parents would send their children, their girls, to this household of the aunt, of the cousin. Now you don't even see that. Like, my friend literally loses money staying home because she has girls and she doesn't feel comfortable sending them to other people's houses. I hated my mom for years, not knowing, like, oh, she's not sending me to this person's house. She cares that I'm going to this person's house. She want to know if it's a man there because she was sexually assaulted, or somebody she know was sexually assaulted. It's just, it should not be like that. And you only really stress it and see it in the black community. It's really, really bad.
And it's so sad.
Hey y'all, what's going on?
It's so sad because
heartbreaking.
You got girl child or even boy child. Nowadays the boy child is getting sexually molested. You can't even say, this is his uncle, I'm sending my child to his uncle or my daughter to his uncle, because you don't know what these people's tendency is. And the family, the family's family, but some of the family, they're sick, and you're not gonna know it till it's too late. You're not, and maybe when you know it, your kids are grown and they have envy you for sending them to somebody that's raping them or molesting them. So it's crazy. I don't know. Go ahead, play your message.
Are you serious right now? So you're gonna say that only black men? For real though? Look at the statistics for real. Go to the FBI. Go to the FBI checklist. I can't remember the name of it, but it'll give you real statistics since you trust white people so much. But this is from the FBI. The numbers for blacks are not as high. Okay? The fact that they aren't in existence at all is really bad. But the way you paint it out, you saying white men don't do that? You trust your kid around a white man? But not a black one?
Yo,
yeah, okay. I think I better.
Look how big this chicken
Okay, so
fried steak
what
is.
you're not about to do, Sid, is the flex. Nobody on this panel ever said they trusted their children with the white man more than a black man. And secondly, which stats are you talking about?
Exactly.
Which one? Like, I'm confused. No,
I was
again,
speaking
don't put
to
words in our mouth.
over sexualizing children. Like our black men are overly sexualized, and I do think that. Like that's why I was
Yep.
speaking on that. So I have no. And then something she said about basically slavery earlier just kind of rubbed me the wrong way too, because after slavery, during that time period of like the booming area where we did go find jobs, create communities, things of that nature. The African American culture was the only culture and the only group of people that survived astronomically better than others during the Great Depression. That was when they decided to try to infiltrate our household and break up our household because we were surviving when everybody else was failing because of the system that we built. So it was definitely after slavery. We did try to recover from it. There definitely is trauma there, but the black man left the household. You started seeing that more frequent after the Great Depression era.
And not only that too, it's not about look, no black man is around my kid. Like is allowed to be around my kid. The father, yes, and you know, nobody else. You're not gonna be around my kid, your dusty son. Who knows? He might even be violent. Respectfully. And I'm not calling your son dusty. I'm saying in general. Like, you know, there are women who have dusty sons. Look, you're not allowed around my nieces, my kids, none of that. It just is what it is. And I don't know which number you're referring to because I think we all agreed and we specifically said there are more white people than black people. We only represent what 13%. So of course, it's going to be more white and white crimes. There's going to be more white single mothers. Of course, we know that. Like, I don't know which stat exactly you are referring to.
All right.
I'm gonna scream. You changed it. I don't. You really are saying this is a black thing? Molestation? Come on! You gotta be kidding me. Yo, this is to me. That's dangerous.
She spoke on overly
Nobody is
sexualized black
saying
Hold
that.
boys.
on. So, Devon, this is what you're gonna stop doing. Stop putting words in my mouth. Look, I try to be nice, and you're not getting it. Stop putting words in my mouth. Nobody on this panel said anything about black men being more, I guess, pedophiles than white men. Nobody on this panel said it. What are you talking about? And who are you talking to? Like, what are you talking about? And I say, who are you talking to? Are you talking to me, Joyce, you, sir? Because nobody on this panel said anything about a black man being. There's more pedophiles who are black men at that than white men. Like, what are you talking about? Like, are you triggered because you might be dating a king with no kingdom? Because we're not talking about him. Because my father was a great man, and I'm not talking about him either. We're talking about the majority of black men who are problematic and we cannot avoid because they are causing havoc in our community. So what are you like? You taking this personal? So are you dating a Dusty or something? Respectfully, I want to know because you taking this personal to the point where you're putting words in our mouth, and I honestly don't appreciate that because we're not saying that respectfully.
Shout out to everybody on the panel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Yeah, I think it's a nighttime for y'all. Or did I don't know, shit, fuck. Um, should you give a man that you are dating money? Like, what do we mean by giving him money? Like, is he asking for a loan? Or like, sling him some cash? Like, in that case, no. No. I only date men who are able to take care and sustain themselves the same way as I take care and sustain myself. So, no, I'm not slinging you no change. We're not about to do that.
We cannot
I'm gonna say I'm gonna leave, right? No, I can't. I can't.
Nah, the stats already done came out. Black men annihilators is up. The last recent years, black men have been annihilating the entire family. Killing uncles, aunts. It's crazy. But kids, baby mamas, wives. Yeah,
But then I will say that mental health can
they doing a lot.
part in that too.
And we ain't even talking about them little niggas that's out here spraying up the community. Why these folks hollering defund the police?
Right, like a
What I'm saying is her statement was clear that black men are predators. But she didn't mention any other group of men.
That's the men that I'm around. Those are the men that I've grown up with in my childhood days. Of course, my mama sending me to a white household was out of the question in general. It had nothing to do with the man there. She just wasn't gonna send me somewhere where I wasn't comfortable and I wasn't like I didn't know anybody that looked like me that was like no. And I was invited to a lot of households. Like I was a cheerleader. Like so I was invited to things, but my mom just explained to me, she was like, I want you to go over there and you think like they're not gonna run their household how I run my household. And I don't want you to feel uncomfortable in any way. So I would never go to a white household in general to spend a night or anything of that nature. Not to say that my mom was racist or anything like that, but she understood the logic of I taught my daughter this, I taught my daughter that, and she's gonna go somewhere else and they're gonna say something else. And I know how I taught my daughters to actually voice her opinion or tell me what's wrong, and they might not see it like that. So I'm just gonna avoid the situation in general. Like my mom was an avoider. She didn't want to deal with problems that created themselves when she could have just avoided them.
Y'all don't notice how black men got black women thinking that the white people out to get us with statistics and stuff and everything against us? No, it's not. That ain't real, okay? These niggas is out here killing us at an alarming rate, okay? All this stuff in Detroit and Chicago is not fake. It's not created by the news. It is actually real. So when they holler to defund the police and little Bookie and them down the street shooting up folk mama and them house and cars and stuff, that stuff is real. Okay, these people real lives is in danger with these little thugs. These little black boys. Okay, and they terrorizing the community. It ain't no fake FBI. This is real. I call them domestic terrorists. I don't give a fuck. They domestic terrorists.
Yeah, but she's right though. She's right because you have some our people. It's just God, I can't.
But like where
Yeah,
does
and
it stem from?
it's a
That's my
deflection
logic. Like it stems from. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's a deflective tactic. Like whenever we are talking about the black community issues and we bring up some hard truths like black men and how they're ruining the community, it automatically goes into, well, what about non-black people? We're not talking about non-black people. We're talking about the black community. Why can't we just address the issues? You know, and it's like I feel like people deflect like divine idea when they really don't want to solve the issue, because if like who's forcing black men to sell drugs? Who's making them sell drugs? Who's making them rape women and molest children? Who's forcing them to use their penis as a weapon? Who's doing that?
Their imaginary
They're
clown.
making bad choices. They're making bad choices. So it's like, when are we actually gonna like hold them accountable? When? You know, I feel like it's like one of those weird church games or whatever where it's like, oh no, we can't actually hold the criminal accountable. We have to blame white supremacy. Then the issue's never going to get solved because you're not actually holding the person accountable. Divine idea, no disrespect, but you're old. And that mentality has to go because respectfully, your generation has failed my generation and the generation of black girls coming on. We're not going to just lay down and march and act like black men and boys are not a serious problem. They are.
And we need to be honest about that, collectively speaking, of course. We need to be honest about that if we're really going to move in the right direction. And maybe, perhaps myself and Bianca and the other ladies being honest about the issues in the community, maybe that'll be the spark that the quote-unquote good black men need to actually finally hold the bad black men accountable. And if it's still not the spark, there's actually a lot of black women groups now that are forming, y'all, where we're taking our Second Amendment right into consideration. We're arming ourselves. And if you think the white police officers are a problem, watch when you get blown away from us. Because if you think you're going to come into my home that I pay good money for and rob it, no, it's not going to happen. And I won't even need to have to call the police. Or if I am calling the police, it'll be to collect the trash from my house. We're not playing with you guys. It's a new day. It's a new era. We're just not going to do this anymore. We're not the women that came before us. And I respect my elders, but we have to be honest and say where they fell down.
Right. Because you always see them protecting them. You always see them, oh no, it's not that bad.
It's not.
No, it's not okay. Like your son is a fucking idiot. Like there's something that's wrong with him. That motherfucker crazy. Like get him the help that he deserves. Like it is not okay for your son to come home, sit at your dinner table, but he just shot 3 damn children and a whole fucking family.
Wait, Marcy, I'm not gonna sit here and let you disrespect the king with no kingdom. I'm not gonna sit here and let you.
King with no kingdom. That's a good one.
Marcy, no. I'm not gonna sit here and act like these young black boys are not excelling more than us, owning more businesses than us, and we're actually the ones killing each other every 6 hours, and it's not them. That's what you're not gonna do. I'm not gonna sit here unless you believe that little black girls are sexually violated before they reach the age of 18 at 62% by black men. That's not true. So I'm gonna need you to tell the facts of how it is, okay?
And I think as I sit back and listen to y'all,
it's her generation, like them big mamas that be like, oh no, well they get mad at the little girl for snitching, or they get mad at the girl for telling. What happens in my house stays in my house. Fuck your house. Some bullshit.
It's not.
You know what I told a mother? You know what I told a mother one day? Me and him was arguing, and he called his mother. Now, I never met the mother. So now when me and him is arguing, he decided to call you. And I told her just like that, I'm saying, excuse my friend, but you know your son is a fuck up, right? You know from birth. I said to her, I'm not the only girlfriend he had. You know your son is a worthless piece of crap. Yeah. And she was like, but I said, but you know, listen.